And good morning to you. I'm meteorologist Joey Sovine here at the Live 5 Alert Desk with an update of your weather as we have now issued first alert weather days looking ahead to the weekend. Calm weather during the work and school week, but once we get to Saturday and Sunday, we're watching what's going to be a major winter storm across the southeast with huge implications weather-wise. This looks like a very significant storm system, so all eyes on that. We'll talk about how this may impact us. A lot of question marks, obviously, anytime you're talking about storm systems that are still well out into the future, not looking until Saturday and Sunday. A lot will change between now and then, but wanted to give you that first alert so you are updated on what we're looking at as a possibility as we head toward the weekend. Let's hop right into it. Once again, first alert weather days now in effect as we look ahead to Saturday and Sunday. You can see that first alert weather day is up for both of those days now as we look ahead to the weekend. So it is a situation where the weather's going to be calm as we go through the week, and then once we get into the weekend, that's when things are going to start to change. A major winter storm is expected to impact the southeast once we get into this weekend. The biggest question mark at this point in time, as it normally is when we look out 4 or 5 days with the storm system, is what kind of temperatures are we looking at? Is it going to be cold enough to support any wintry weather here across the low country? So that's the biggest question, always is with these winter storms. What we know is that this is not like the last storm system. We're in a very marginal setup, and the question was, will we be cold enough to support rain or snow? This time it's not snow, but it's rather ice or rain as the two possible outcomes with this storm system once we get into this weekend. Let me show you what it looks like on Future Tracker, and this is just one of the computer models, and we're going to roll through it. Don't take anything for more than what it is. It's a computer model guessing 5 days out in time at where there could be rain or snow or ice line, which really these can move around 100 miles, 150 miles here or there. If it jogs northward, storm tracks a little farther north, and then it's just rain for us farther south, and we could have some really big issues and concerns once we get into the end of the week. So an area of low pressure is likely to develop across somewhere near the southeastern coastline, maybe just offshore, and that would put in place what could be a significant storm system. I think on the northern side where this is all snow, we have some really cold Arctic air that's headed southward. I think there's going to be a zone of very heavy snowfall, likely over a foot of snow, and then in between that an area that gets a lot of ice, like very significant, maybe ½ inch to an inch of ice out of this, and then farther south it will just be rain. So where that sets up will determine who sees the worst impacts from this storm system. Now, as we take a look at Future Tracker, we'll roll it into Saturday night. It's going to be a long-lasting storm system, so it will likely start on Saturday, go through Saturday night into Sunday, and some models carry it out into Sunday night as well. You can see in the pinks and the purple hues there, Future Tracker showing a lot of cold Arctic air that is going to be pushing southward. That was not present with this past storm, but is showing up in the commuter models for this one. How far south that cold Arctic air pushes, most computer models have it at least really close by here to the low country, which brings in the possibility, a higher possibility of some significant severe weather, winter weather somewhere close by here in the state of South Carolina. Now, here's a look at some of the computer models. I just wanted to show you the idea last round with that winter weather last weekend, which ended up just being plain rain for us with snow back into Georgia. Models were never showing temperatures below 40 degrees as the rain was falling. This time they're showing that we could have 20s and 30s going into Saturday night. Remember, moisture is falling at this point, and perhaps temperatures are in the 20s, maybe fluctuating going back as we go late Sunday and into Monday. And there's some indications that there could be some really cold Arctic air from Sunday into Monday of next week. So we have to watch that very closely. In the meantime, we have 4 days to enjoy. Today, sunshine, low 50s. Tomorrow will be around 60, 65 Thursday, near 70 70 degrees on Friday. And then on Saturday, we're looking at those temperatures beginning to drop. That's likely 40s early in the day, perhaps falling, depending on where the storm tracks. And you can see right now we're going with the idea of Sunday morning, temperatures perhaps below freezing. And obviously then we have some issues if this transitions from a start of rain over to cold enough air to cause some ice to start to develop. So here's a look at that 7-day. Once again, we have first alert weather days now in effect for both Saturday and Sunday, as we are watching that potential for some wintry weather here across the low country, or at least in the state of South Carolina. We are still far enough out that we're in the wait and see mode, but we are close enough, or at least seeing enough of a signal in the computer models that we wanted to go ahead and issue those first alert weather days. Give you as much advance notice, let you know there's a storm system we're watching for the weekend that could bring us some wintry weather, but far from a guarantee at this point in time. But we will be keeping you updated each day as we learn more. So stay with us on air, online. Make sure you download the Live 5 First Alert Weather app, where you're first to know every time these storm systems develop, and we keep you abreast of the situation, and of course send you any notifications if there are any changes that we're seeing to the computer model. So download the Live 5 First Alert Weather app. It's free in the App Store. Just search Live 5 Weather. But that's a look at your forecast from right here at the Live 5 Alert Desk. We hope you have a great Tuesday.